like when I meet this person, the first thing I say is, wow, you have such beautiful lips. And I just scratch my chin. I was like, I wonder what they taste like. And then during the night, as the night goes on, I'm staring at their lips, just staring. I'm just like, and then when the person like says something to me, I say, huh? Oh wow, I'm so sorry. I was just thinking about how damn sexy your lips are and how nice they would taste. Hey everyone, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and also share the video. Hey guys, this is the Christian Jamaican Coolie, and I wanted to come through with a video of Dating Tips 101. Now, first of all, the disclaimer. I have done things in my life that I am not proud of. I have, slept with more than my fair share of women. Um, and I don't feel, and I know, not even don't feel, I know that was not right of me to do. You understand? And I don't encourage men to use the tips and tricks that I'm going to teach you today to, sleep around with women. My goal today is to get men who, are not getting into relationships to possibly get into a relationship. These are not fail safe tips and tricks. They may fail, but majority of the times they worked. And I just wanted to share them with you because the many relationships that I had been in, bad or good with women, these starters basically helped me to get into relationships. All right? So, let's start with first date, the first date. Your first date should be a meet and greet. Not Let's not even start with that. Let's start with like you spoke to somebody and then you decided on a date. Right? You're going to go on your first date. Your first date should not be a dinner date. It should be a meet and greet. And what do I mean by that? Well, it should be a opportunity for you to show this person who you are and for you to understand who that person is through asking a serious series of questions. Now, when I say serious series of questions, you keep the questions light-hearted. You understand? You don't come in heavy like, is that your real hair? Is, who you live with and blah, blah, blah. No, 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 no. I mean, there has to be some tact. There has to be some tact to what you do. Anyway, your first date should be a meet and greet in which you either meet up at a coffee shop, like me and my wife, I met up at Starbucks. We met up at Starbucks. Well, actually, we met in downtown and we walked to Starbucks. So, we had our first day at Starbucks. Um, the thing about a first date is that it gives you the opportunity to be able to know immediately if this person is going to be a good girlfriend to you or not, or if this person is even wife material from the beginning. So the point of the matter is, yes, don't waste any of monetary resources on anybody like that. Money is not easy to acquire. Even if you can acquire it, it is not easy to acquire. And most times, once it's lost, you cannot recover it. So you have to think very, very carefully about what you're doing with your financial resources. Now, one of the things that I like to do is that I like to meet downtown Philly. There's a lot of places to sit down at the city hall. You can sit down, watch other people go by, and stuff like that. Starbucks, coffee shops. I've gone ice skating on first dates. I've gone to go kart racing on the first dates. And these were things that I just wanted to do for me. You understand? When you go out on a date and stuff like that, you're basically sorry if I'm looking down. I'm looking down because I wrote down the notes in my phone and stuff like that about what I wanted to say, so I could be very clear and concise about it. When I went on a first date, most of the times I basically chose the places, and then the woman just had the choice of yes or no. Um, yes, I was talking. Most times I was talking to several women and stuff like that, and I was just looking to see who would bite first. And then if that person bit or did not bite, I offered it to the next woman I was talking to. And I think that, like I said before, there's a rule of 10, rule of 1. That's how I was talking about. The rule of 1 is that you have to talk to about 10 girls to get one date. It is what it is. That's just life. You have to talk to 10 girls to see, more than likely there's one that's going to be interested. All right? So your first date should be a meet and greet, and it should be lighthearted. You should be, you should be in a very comfortable state in your body where you're not worried about, chasing this person off. Don't lay on anything heavy. Don't tell the girl, that whatever it is. I'm saying that you can compliment that person, and I do encourage a man to compliment a woman. But also, I like to kind of make fun of the person too. You know, um, Sometimes there's this girl, she had a huge forehead, and I made fun of her forehead the whole first date. And I thought I went in too much on her, but the that led to another date. That led to a second date. Because I would say things to the girl like, "Yo, listen, your forehead look like it have its own area code, man. You understand?" And then I would say things like she would make a joke at me. I was like, "Yo, man, you buck me with your forehead, man, you buck me, You understand?" So, I made fun of her forehead, but it's just like it was lighthearted. I didn't mean like I'm not trying to disrespect the person, but I'm letting them know that that I know your forehead is big and you know your forehead is big. Um, One of the compliments that I love to use, and I've used it for the last couple of relationships that I've been in, and I've also used it on my wife as well. And most times for me, it led to a first kiss on the first date. And what I like to say is, like, when I meet this person, the first thing I say is, wow, you have such beautiful lips. And I just scratch my chin. I was like, I wonder what they taste like. And then during the night, as the night goes on, I'm staring at their lips, just staring and just like. And then when the person like says something to me, I say, huh? Oh wow, I'm so sorry. I was just thinking about how damn sexy your lips are and how nice they would taste. And I can guarantee you, you're going to get a lot of women to blush when you do that. You're going to get a lot of women to blush. And most times, 90% of the times, I ended up with a first kiss at the end of the night. I've done this to white, I've done this to black, and I've done this to Asians. Listen, I can guarantee you that it will work. If you look at a woman and basically just like call out that one nice part sexily, you understand? You don't have to do it constantly. That's why I said. That's why they said less is more. You do it one time, and then like when you feel like it's getting close to the end of the night, or when we're in the middle of the night, and the conversations are going good, you just kind of just like sit back, ease back, and just stare at the lips. Just stare at the lips. Stare at it until the point she says, "Oh wait, what? Is there something there?" And he's like, I can probably just say, "No, I just think you have really nice lips, and I just want to see what they taste like." And believe me, it has worked. It has worked. I've proven that it works. Anyway, now the second date. Second date, My recommendation, don't have to follow it. Second date, if you've had a good first date, an awesome first date, should be a movie. Reason being, most time if you know this person is feeling you and you're feeling them, the movies, the darkness of a movie, and sitting all the way in the back where most people are not sitting is a great place to basically have a nice time, like kisses, hugs, and whatever. I don't know what it is about the movies and in the back where the seats are empty, but anyway. So that's the second date. My recommendation for the second date is that you go to the movies. That way you can, you know, have many more kisses, hold hands, you know. All right. Third date. Third date should not happen unless you're basically in a relationship. I don't believe that you should be taking anybody out to dinner unless they are your girlfriend, wife, etc. Because as I said before, dinner it is something. It is something. Like when you take a woman out to feed her, to sustain her body in that manner. You understand? That should be somebody that you basically you're guaranteed that you're already in a relationship. And also men, let's a woman, she doesn't owe you like her body to sleep with you. But women, a man doesn't owe you to pay for your dinner either. So for those of you who go out on dinner dates just to eat off of men, I'm being honest with you, you are disgusting. You're disgusting. I mean, I've had it happen to me by someone I knew, and it was like when it happened, and basically I called her out on it and stuff like that. She was flabbergasted that I called her out on it. You understand? Like it should have been I should have been okay with her basically using me for a meal. When I actually stated to her like weeks before that the only way I'm going to go out with her is if it's going to lead to a relationship. You understand? And I think I said I did a video on it. I made this very very clear. You understand? And she lied to me. She said, "Yeah, it's gonna lead to a relationship and stuff like that." But throughout the night during the date, I realized that I read between the lines. I realized that she was just when I realized that she was buying like a lot of stuff like ordering. I said, "No, no, 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 no. That's not gonna happen. You understand? This is what you're having because this is what I'm paying for. So if anything else you order above that, you're going to pay for that." And men, put your foot down. You understand? Be a man. Grow up here. Grow up here and talk to them. They're human beings. They're not gods. Women are not gods. That's idolatry. It doesn't matter what society says, how you should treat a woman. She has to learn to treat you right as well. No woman should go out on any date and feel like she can talk to a man a certain way, treat a man a certain way, and that a man owes her anything. Nobody owes anybody anything. You understand? The mere fact that a man has even taken you out on a date, you should be thankful that a man thought about you in such a manner to take you somewhere. You should be thankful that a man thought about you to take you somewhere for dinner. You understand? Do you know how many women in this world would love to have a man take them somewhere that they could actually get into a relationship with? But yet still you have women out there that are using and abusing men that take them out to dinner. Alright? So yeah, don't my advice is that you do not go out to dinner with anybody that's not your girlfriend. And I'm being honest with you too. This has never happened to me in Jamaica. This has never, like, every time I went out with a girl to dinner in Jamaica, we always ended up in a relationship. We always ended up in a relationship. And I mean, these are the women that I wanted. These are women that other men wanted and stuff like that. But once I took that woman out to dinner, I more than likely, most times, ended up in a relationship with that woman. So men, don't take women out on dates, dinner dates, unless you are at least 90% sure she's going to be a girlfriend, because it's a waste of resources. Money is not easy to acquire, but it is easy to lose. And you have to treat it like that, men. And even if you have it to dish out and spend on whatever it is, don't treat it like that. It's a stupid thing to do. All right. So your third date, if a relationship has been established, should be dinner. This is you guys basically, more just solidifying your relationship. Your fourth date, let me tell you about your fourth date. Your fourth date should be your place or her place. Now, let me tell you something. Before our second date, I told my wife that, I wanted to have Bible studies with her at her house. And there were times like, when my wife and I were meeting up, like she would come to my apartment and stuff and meet up with me late at night, and we're talking, and we're just by her car, like standing up by her car in the parking lot and kissing, hugging, whatever it is. And my wife would say some stuff to me. My wife would say some stuff to me about taking me to her home and doing some stuff to me, and I'm like, you see, keep trying, but you keep pulling me back in. Keep trying, but you women keep pulling me back in. So before our second date, I told my wife I wanted to have Bible study with her. And my code word for me for Bible study is that I'm coming over to basically flip your house upside down, flip you upside down in your house as well. And that happened. That happened after Bible study. After we had our Bible study at my wife's home, stuff got heavy. And I mean heavy. Anyway, not to, pollute people's minds. Your fourth date should be at your place or your wife's, your girlfriend's place, in which you are basically, again, getting to know each other, solidifying your relationship. Whatever you guys do behind closed door, that's your business. I'm just giving my 2 cents, my advice. And these are my dating tips 101. First date, lighthearted, meet at a park. Meet somewhere where you can get to know these people. Meet somewhere where you're not overspending, Ice skating is like $20 a piece. Oh, by the way, I feel like I have to say this before the video is done. Men, pay for your woman's meal. Pay for your woman's meal. If you ask somebody out, pay for it. Be a man. Take the L. Learn to take the L. Life is not always about wins. Like, it happens. If you want to avoid a L, don't take them out to a dinner. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you take somebody out for a dinner, pay for their meal. Pay for it. You understand? Just be the man. Just because they are not who they are supposed to be, doesn't mean that you aren't supposed to be who you're supposed to be. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't change who I am just because somebody is not who they are, who they are supposed to be. You understand? I don't change that about me. I suck up that L. I say, yo, it is what it is, and I move on to the next. That's life. You live and you learn. You get up and you learn. You do better next time. You understand? So, yeah, sorry about that. My daughter came in the room and stuff. Yeah. Pay for your woman's meal. If you take somebody out and they use you, it is what it is. That's just who they are. That person is a disgusting person. Any woman that makes a man take her out and spend on her and give nothing in return is a disgusting person. I don't care what anybody say. Oh, you are supposed to reciprocate. You're supposed to reciprocate. That's how life is. You understand? Reciprocate. That's selfish and that's disgusting. Using people hard-earned money for your selfish needs, that's disgusting. Call them out. Anyway, there's a point in time I walked out on a date. Got up and walked out. Paid the bill early and walked out from that person. First of all, she was late. Second of all, she didn't even dress up, right? This was like really like turning me off. Third, just started ordering. And I'm like, wow, okay. Is this what we're doing now? I said, so, all right. I said, yo, hey, this is only what I'm paying for. Got up, left. Learn to walk away, man. Learn to do stuff like that. Show your dignity by just like dropping the 20, the 30, whatever it is that they basically started the tab on. You just stop it before it reaches a certain amount. Once you see that she's like ordering stuff, you basically call a waiter over. You ask him what's the thing. Get the check. You take the check. You pay for it. You pay for a meal. Cut. People, when you do that, and people are watching her, and watch you pay for it, it shows your dignity and it shows her shame. It shows your dignity and it shows her shame because she will be embarrassed that she came like that. The girl came in her house clothes. And I'm talking, this is a white girl, you know. Came in her house clothes. Basically unkempt. Not even like yo, I was like, yo, who the hell is, like, and I'm all decked out. You understand? Because I had just came from the gym, washed up, right? Headed to the date. You see me? And this girl just like come like she just, I was like, yo. So I just like, yo, when I realized she was just ordering, I was like, all right, I don't know what you think this is, but I am not frightened for other ethnicities. Basically stop her to son. I say, yo, this is what I'm paying for. Get the check. Check come, pay for that, pay for a meal, cut. Whether she sat there and ate it, that's her problem. But you know, this showed the other patrons in the restaurant the type of person that she was. So those are my dating tips. Don't take no woman out on no dinner date if she is not your girlfriend or your wife. It is not necessary. You're not obligated to. Don't let the world make you feel like you're obligated to do that. You are not obligated to spend on a woman that is not yours. You're not obligated to spend on a woman that's not yours. You understand? Not even a potential woman. You're not obligated to spend on a potential woman that is not yours. You can, but you're not obligated to. You don't have to. I don't even need to tell you how many relationships I've been in that I've never spent on a woman. And women have turned around and spent on me. I've been in a lot of relationships where I didn't even have any money in my bank account. And I got like girls that a lot of men would say, wow, how did he get that girl? You understand? So I'm being honest with you guys. Like, don't do things that you're not. You just remember, man, you are a person too. You have worth, you have value, and when you die, there's nobody to replace you like that. You are unique in every way as Yah has created you to be. You understand? So, anyway, people, that was my video, Dating Tips 101. I hope you like it. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Enough love and respect. Peace. I'm out.